Hey guys, welcome back into the Code with DC, and in today's video we are going to understand about Claude Code. So to use Claude Code you need to search for Claude, and then you will be able to see this first link which will be having this Claude.ai. Okay, that is ending with .ai, is not Claude.com. Okay, just click on this link and you will be able to see the complete interface of the Claude Code. Okay, and I am currently logged in with my name, my Code with DC channels account, so you can log in accordingly. So basically this is the interface where here we see the input, where we can input our thoughts and any questions or anything we want to use Cloud. And likewise we have other options here as well. Okay, so currently I have did this kind of researches here. So whatever like past chats you have done with the Cloud, that will be listed here. And if you want to open the new chat, you can either click on this button or you can use this shortcut, which is Control Shift and O. Okay, and these are other features which will be exploring in the further videos. But in today's videos we are plain going to understand how this prompt works and how you can use this effectively in your daily life. And I am damn sure that no one will be able to teach you what I am going to teach today, okay, in this particular video. Whatever at start, like normally I haven't seen anybody to the to teach this particular tool in what we can say it like up to the mark. It is not up to the mark from anyone whosoever have taught you about these tools, how to use these tools. Okay, so let me tell you that whenever you are going to use the tool like Claude Code or ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Gemini, you just need to first understand how this AIs works. Okay, so you can just you can mention about yourself, and after that you can ask him at the last question that I wanted to understand you better. Okay, so I'm just writing here, hey, myself Code with DC. Okay, see, and I usually typos uh, this generative AIs understand typos. Okay, you don't need to correct it line by line. And what we can say, myself Code with DC, and I usually research content, research complex things and break down into smaller chunks and and teach people in a simpler way. Okay, let me correct my name. Actually, it doesn't look that much good. Okay, now it looks good. Okay, myself Code with DC, and I usually research complex things. Usually understand, not research. Okay, understand complex things and break down into small chunks so that and teach people in a simpler way. That is kind of teaching tech in a simpler way to the world with the help of YouTube. view to platform. Okay, to platform. So in the past, I have around 6 years of working experience, 6 years of experience, 6 years of experience in the tech industry of developing softwares, websites, desktop apps, drop shipping, affiliates, blogging. Okay, just mention whatever you have heard of it and you have explored in the past. Okay, after giving the context, he will be like, Cloud, this AI will be able to understand you better and will be able to communicate with you better. Okay, whatever questions you will ask in this particular chat, he will be able to see the context. Okay, uh, this guy is asking this and he knows about this particular stuffs, and he will be able to he will be able to prepare the answers in that way. Okay, and that will actually much easier for Cloud to give you the exact answer, that most likely answer that will help you to grasp the knowledge faster. Okay, and there are other benefits as well, software websites. And yeah, the last thing I would tell here is that last question for you. As I am new to Claude, so can you guide me how I can leverage you and become more productive in my daily life? Okay, you guys can add up some other questions as well. Like, I'm currently adding only one question. So guide me in that way, and also tell me how do you want me to get things done faster with the help of yours. How do you want me to get things done faster with the help of yours? Let's see what Cloudy gives. Okay. So as you can see, Cloudy Code has generated lots of stuff here. I'm going to study this and will upload this particular and tell you how the response is for me. Hey Code with DC, nice to meet you. That's a great niche, breaking down complex tech for people who did otherwise bounce off it. Given your background, dev, dropshipping, affiliate, blogging, and now YouTube teaching, you've actually got a lot of surface area where I can plug in. Here's how I did think about it, where I fit into your work. Content creation for YouTube, script outlines and hooks. Give me a topic and your usual video structure, and I will draft a script you edit rather than write from scratch. Simplifying technical concepts, feed me the expert version of an explanation and ask me to rewrite it for a beginner audience with analogies. I'm decent at this because I can hold both the technical accuracy and the explain like I am new framing at once. Thumbnails, slash titles, brainstorming. I can generate options though I can't design images myself. I can write the copy and layouts ideas, video descriptions, tags, show notes. Quick wins saves you 10 to 15 minutes per video. Development work, debugging code, debugging code, review, refactoring, paste code, describe the bug or goal, scaffolding new projects. I can generate boilerplate for websites, desktop apps fast. If you are doing serious coding sessions, Claude Code Terminal or desktop app is worth trying. It can read your actual repo, run commands, and make multi-file edits instead of you copy pasting between chat and edit. Blogging says affiliate says dropshipping, product research summaries, comparison, content, SEO, structured drafts. I can search the web for current info when needed so it's not stale. Email sequences and copy variants of or A/B testing artifacts. The thing that will probably save you the most time when I generate something substantially, a script, a code snippet, a diagram, a landing page. It opens in a side panel. You can edit, iterate on, and export directly instead of scrolling through chat to find it. Good for things like interactive explainers, calculators, or diagrams you did embed in a video or blog post. Okay, there is like complete good information is there. How to get more out of me practically. Be specific about output format upfront. Give me a 60-second YouTube hook. Gets a different answer than explain X. Tell me the audience level and the platform. Use projects. If you are on a paid plan, set up one per channel niche client with your style guide. Past scripts or brand voice uploaded once. So I stop asking the same setup questions every time. Give me your own examples. If you want something in your voice, paste 1 to 2 past scripts or post as a reference. Okay, iterate instead of restarting. If a draft's close but not right, tell me exactly what's off. Too technical in the second half rather than reprompting from scratch. Turn on web search when you need current info, trends, pricing, competitors, content. I will only use it when needed or if you ask. want me to set up something concrete right now, like a reusable script template for your videos, or help draft your next one? Turn on web search when you need current info, trends, pricing, competitor content. I will only use it when needed or if you ask. Okay. So guys, I'm pretty much sure that now you will be able to understand how Cloud Code has understands our message context, okay, which I have written here. You can also find out it's similar. You can write in the similar way, but it's not recommended. I would like you to write it in your way and improve accordingly. Okay, like I have asked him the I have given this particular prompt which is of mine, my thought, whatever thought in my mind, I have just written it in a direct way. And the next thing is, like, if you want to improve, just ask like like after having 5 to 10 conversations, you can, at the end of day, you can ask this question, that can you tell me how I can improve my prompting structure so that I can have results in a better way. And if you think there is a grammatical mistakes in my prompt, then definitely just understand the pattern, and we at the end, like, if I am satisfied from uh, your replies, I would like to learn about my grammatical mistakes at the end. Like, first you have to complete your intended work, then you can improve accordingly. Okay, so likewise you can ask answers to these generative ways, and you can improve on a daily basis. Okay, so now what I'm thinking here is, I wanted to understand you. Okay, to understand you in a better way. Okay, understand you in such a way so that I can write an effective prompt. Okay, and effective prompt, and that prompt should be and that prompt should help you to 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 what we can say, to do things faster and faster in an efficient manner. Okay, efficient manner. Or lastly we can say, like, whatever you think that can help me to become better interacting better what we can say better user for using you in a daily life. Okay, likewise we can write, and let's see what Claude gives us. Okay, yeah, that's great and appreciated. First of all, like, he said us that good instinct, the effort you put into the prompt is basically the difference between me guessing and me nailing it first try. Here's how I actually work and how to use that. How I process a prompt, the mental model. I don't remember what you meant to say. Okay, you guys listen here. how I process a prompt, the mental model. Claude only says here, okay. I haven't written this type of stuff. Claude is only telling how we can how he processes his prompt. Okay, I don't remember what you meant to say. I only work with what's actually in front of me. Your words, any files and prior context in this chat. Oh, so the more of the invisible context in your head you put into words, the better I perform. Vague prompts force me to guess and average towards generic. Specific prompts let me commit to something sharp. The core ingredients of an effective prompt: context. Okay, these are the ingredients which we can consider as a format. The core ingredients of an effective prompt: context, who, what, why. Tell me the situation, not just the task. Write a video script versus write a 5-minute YouTube script explaining Docker to junior devs who know basic terminal commands but have never containerized anything. Did you understand, guys? Here, he wants the context: who, what, why. Okay, if you give these particular steps, he will be able to drive better. Okay, give you the solution in a better way. For example, he is given that tell me the situation, not just the task. Okay, he needs every particular thing you are thinking that output should have. Okay, and according to that particular problem statement. Okay, because world has lots of information, and to be precise we have to precisely produce a prompt which can help generative AI to generate to give you the better output. Okay, this is the straightforward point, nothing else. People will tell you you go and use the prompt. Okay, you go and buy the prompt, but I don't think if you are if you are coming, if you don't use much in your daily life, like you use only 1 to 2 hours a day, I don't think you need any prompt. Okay, you can use your own prompt, use your own thought, but to be precise, if you want to work out of the box, you have to cover these things. Okay, from which first one is this: who, what, why. If you cover this, you will be able to what we can say, you will be having a better output at the end. Tell me the situation, not just the task. Write a video script. Okay, instead of this prompt you need to write this, because this covers the context part: who, what, and why. Write a 5-minute YouTube script explaining Docker to junior devs. Okay, he in this particular prompt, the user had defined that audience is junior devs who knows basic terminal commands but have never containerized anything. That's a great comparison, I can say. Okay, that's a great comparison, definitely. Next thing, the role/audience. Let's see what is in this. Who is this for? Beginners, senior engineers, your blogs, SEO. Audience: I calibrate vocabulary, depth, and analogies based on this. Okay, this is simple, like kind of your what is your audience role and responsibilities. Okay, you can mention this will help generative AI to generate content specific for this particular audience. If you didn't define and you think this can be considered as a broad aspect, then not defining can help you. Okay, but if you define like the role is the software engineer, and you wouldn't be able to show that to the what we can say uh, to to CAs, okay, chartered accountant, because this is completely different what we can say content. Okay, so likewise we have to do. After that, format comes in the picture, where tell me the shape you want the output in: bullet points, a script with timestamps, code with comments, a table. If you don't specify, I will guess, and I might guess wrong. Okay, he is pretty much straightforward here. He said if you didn't define anything, okay, he will be able to like work according to his training. Okay, and I think Claude is trained enough to give you answer in a professional way. Okay, so keep that in your mind. Constants: length, tone, things to avoid, things to include. Keep it under 300 words, no jargon. Match this tone. Okay, okay, this is crazy, guys. You can give them here constraints like you have to work in this particular what we can say limitations, like you need to speak only Hindi, you have to write only in one line. Okay, you have to consider only teachers or students or working professionals. These are the constraints that you need to mention in your prompt. Examples: the single highest leverage thing. If you want something in your voice, show me a snippet of your past work. One good example beats 3 paragraphs of describing your style. Example: the single highest leverage thing. Let me understand this guy what is saying. If you want something in your voice, show me a snippet of your past work. One good example beats 3 paragraphs of describing your style. Okay. Now guys, if you want something in your tone, uh, like you have uploaded a video in the past and you want something similar to that, you can either give the transcription to this cloudy. Okay, as an example, that previous in the past I have used this pattern and I got 20 million views or 30 million views. Then he will be able to understand, okay, oh yeah, this pattern works for your channel, and he will be able to give you the what we can say uh, he will be able to give you the output accordingly. Okay, so likewise you have to do. And after that, the actual ask stated clearly and last. Buri, the ask under too much preamble and I might wait the wrong part, and with a clear direction, direct instruction. The actual ask stated clearly and last. Buri, the ask under too much. Okay, guys, so this statement you can consider like your prompt should be pretty much straightforward. It should not make machines confuse. Okay, you can like after preparing a prompt, you can, instead of what we can say, instead of rewriting the prompt or refining your prompt, you can directly give the your start of the input and your end of the input, which is what input you are going to give. You can give the example, and what output according to that input will come. Okay, this will help Claude to give you the proper result, what we can say, your expected result. Okay, uh, that's the thing you have to understand. So here particularly he said that he needs 6 things to be helpful for him to give you the better result. Now, a concrete before slash after for your world. Weak explain API simply. Okay, here he said that if you write explain API simply, it looks weak to Claude. Okay, but what looks strong, he said, I make YouTube videos simplifying tech for non-coders, explain what an API is using a real-world analogy, like a restaurant waiters, keep it under 150 words, casual tone like I am talking to a friend, and end with one relatable example anyone would recognize, not a coding example. Okay. The second one I can execute in one shot. The first one, I'm guessing a depth, tone, length, and audience. You will likely need 2 to 3 rounds of back and forth to get what you actually wanted. So here he said you like um, he said you to completely keep your what you are thinking. Like here explain API simply. It's like kind of robotic. Okay. But whenever you say this, you have something in your mind which is kind of in depth. You want to learn APIs, but your end goal was to learn API and teach someone. Likewise, here he said, I make YouTube videos simplifying tech for non-coders, explain what an API is using a real-world analogy. Okay, he's considering me, and he's telling that uh, write in this way, and I'm writing in this way, and explain what an API is using a real world analogy. I'm trying to do the research, and here I am also mentioning the details, the length, and the how the tone will be, like casual tone, like I'm talking to a friend. Okay, yeah, I'm talking to students and giving the seminar, I'm attending the seminar, likewise, whatever tone you think. So uh, he has prepared this message, which is wonderful. Okay, the second one I can execute in one shot. The first one I'm guessing at depth, tone, length, and audience. You will likely need 2 to 3 rounds of back and forth to get what you actually wanted. Efficiency tricks for daily use. Give me constants, not just goals. Make it better is unusual feedback for me. make the intro punchier and cut the second paragraph. I can act on immediately. Batch related ask in one message when they are connected. Example, write the script, then give me 3 title options, then a thumbnail text idea. Instead of 3 separate messages, if you know upfront you want all 3, correct with precision. This is too technical, is vague. Then set the word containerization for something a non-dev would get. Reuse a working prompt as a template. Once a prompt structure gets you a great script or blog draft, save it and just swap the topic. You don't need to reinvent the wheel each time. Tell me the destination. This is going in a YouTube description versus this is a LinkedIn post, changes tone. Okay, that's too good, man. This is going in a YouTube description versus this is a LinkedIn post. That's completely different thing. Like we probably mention these stuffs if we are talking about LinkedIn post or we are writing about YouTube description. Okay, we generally mention this. If we are not mentioning that, there is some problem, bro. Okay, and formatting even for similar content. So at the end he said, if you want, I can turn this into a reusable prompt template for your specific workflow, like a fill in the blanks structure for simplify X tech topic for a YouTube script that you just reuse every time. Want me to build that? Okay, but I don't think like initially you need to do this. Just make sure you are improving. At the end of the day, you are talking continuously whole day, like you are doing like 10 to 15 conversations in the complete day, and at the end you must ask this question to this genius like Claudine, that can you explain like what gone wrong to you from my prompt, and what are the level of grammars in the my prompt, how I can improve in that particular my prompt, in this particular prompt. So that can definitely help you to grow, like to improve on a daily basis. So I guess this is pretty much sufficient. Okay, I will continue from this point only on the next day. So make sure you have subscribed and let me know what do you think about this particular prompt. Have you seen this kind of content over the internet? Okay, I don't think you have seen, because everyone taught you like buy my course and watch this particular content or this and that. But the main thing is, if you are using the tool of Google, okay, so who is the best person to teach you about that tool? Google itself. Okay, if you are learning about Claude.ai, who is the best person to teach you? Claude itself. Okay, no matters what ChatGPT says, no matters what Gemini says, Claude team who has built this particular tool will have the highest probability of giving you the better content around their tool as compared to others. So literally we are in the information age. We are like kind of what we can say, we have analysis paralysis kind of problem. Okay, so make sure you always move forward with the what we can say genuine content. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you have learned lots of things from this video. And I'm sorry to give you line by line. Let me know, if this line by line prompt and reading the every single paragraph and explaining you is looks very time consuming. Then next point of time I would be I will try to make this faster and skip those particular steps, what we can say, those particular paragraph reading steps. Okay, I will make it faster. I was trying to do this for at start, so that let's see what people think about it, because most of the people like overthinking. So I'm just trying to give you a blinder, and so that you can work faster. Okay, that's it for this video. I'll take you see your video, and bye.